first commentators of the innings, H.D. Ackerman and Mike Hazeman.
Well, this is something that he won't be used to. Going up front where the ball is brand new. Extra bounce, and sometimes there's some swing as well, and you can let the odd one go or play a defensive stroke. There's nothing wrong with that. There'll be plenty of scoring opportunities as these first 6 go by. South Africa, for me, need to do well inside this first 6 because Ajmal, Hafiz and Afridi can put the skids on things, particularly against men like Bayardin and Miller, who struggle a little bit against the spin.
Single. Opens his account.
So I would wonder if South Africa, if we look how Robin Peterson played against Saeed Ajmal in the Test series, I wonder if the South African management would consider sending him up the order when the spin does come on, because there's no doubt that Miller can hit the ball at the back end of an innings against the seam. But the spin might be a little bit different. We look forward to seeing how he goes against that.
He was sensational today, the professor. Brilliant stuff from Mohammad Hafiz. Whipped away, short boundary. They've spotted the short boundary, South Africa. They'll work that side of the ground. It did pull up just a fraction. End result is a couple. 86 off 51 balls for Mohammad Hafiz earlier, in case you happen to miss it.
So difficult for the left armers to bowl up front to right-handers when there isn't any swing back in, because you get the ball too straight and you disappear through the leg side where there's just 3 fielders. And if you try and start it too far outside off stump and it doesn't swing, you provide width for them to be able to cut the ball away, free their arms.
Crack that away. Crack that away for 4. Driving on the up. What a fine strike that was.
Well, this is not a bad delivery by any stretch of the imagination from Irfan. It's good length. He just stands tall, Henry Davids. It's through the line. That's a stroke. Wow.
140 k's per hour to the bat. Maybe a tad quicker off it. It's got onto him pretty quickly. AB de Villiers calls him through smartly, so that's good support from AB. 144 k's per hour, yard quicker.
Nice start. 5 gone. 8. They haven't really played a shot in anger yet, South Africa, so they'll be happy with the start.
He's going to have to bowl that one again. Bit of exercise for umpire Johan Klutter. Tell you what, HD, what an atmosphere we've got here at Supersport Park. This is magnificent, the atmosphere here.
They never fail to impress at this ground. They turn out in their thousands time and time again.
Look at that on the mound there in front of the scoreboard. Chock-a-block. I can also report it looks like those thunderstorms we were expecting may not arrive. That's good news. Well, that's grassed. A wide has been called. I think there was some connection there somewhere. Certainly was a noise. There were some Pakistan players that were ready to scream and holler if that was caught by Kamran Akmal. Certainly a noise. Mohammad Afan was on his way. Wanting to. Good running again. That was the extra over, the extra delivery, I should say, that he perhaps shouldn't have bowled. 12 for none.
Lovely start. 12 from the first over. The last thing you want in chasing a big total is a 1 or a 2 or a real maiden up front. That puts some serious pressure on you. South Africa have got off to the ideal start.
There's a look at the strike rates in T20 internationals for South Africa. Let's go through them. AB at 120. He can step that up. Davids is terrific. Du Plessis, very good. Ong Tong, outstanding. Plays an interesting role in the middle there. Has to go that way. Bihardine, 130. Good. Miller also. We know he can score boundaries. Then it falls away. Peterson, as HT was saying, could well be asked to do a job. One of the important things when you are chasing a massive total like this is you have to be flexible. South Africa made some calls before this game, before the first game actually in Durban was washed out, saying that they don't want to be too flexible, but they might have to be today. Junaid Khan is going to be bowling over number 2. Good to see him back in the lineup. Thigh strain that kept him on the sidelines for a while. Past the outside edge first up. Let's have a bit of a look and see who's got the pads on, HT. Let's see what they're thinking, South Africa. The skipper's there. Anyone else got the skins on? Well, let's go with who hasn't got them on. Chris Morris has got them on, and Justin Ong Tong's got them on as well. So Morris looks like he might be given that role, have a bit of a dip.
He can hit a long ball, Chris Morris. That he can do. So plenty padded up. Who makes that call, coach or captain?
Looking to advance and go over extra cover. I guess that's the captain who makes that call. I know that Russell Domingo, as the coach of the T20 side, is up in the change room. He certainly was in the first half.
What happens if he's at the wicket?
Sign language. In fact, it happened when Mohammad Hafiz got out. When he was coming out, I was on the sidelines getting ready to do that flash interview, and he was about 15 yards away from his bench, and he signalled to Shahid Afridi to go out and have a bat.
I'm convinced Morne Walker would have had his pad just for the sake of it, hoping a bit of luck.
Absolutely. Over the top, inside out. Not many people in the world can play a shot like that.
You've got to be some player. Smiles in the South African dugout. They appreciate the sheer class and ability of AB de Villiers. Overpitched, a little bit outside off stump. Normally this travels through extra cover for 4. Not AB de Villiers. Over cover for the full lot.
Mere mortals can't even dream of doing that. Oh, here's a mix-up, here's a mix-up. Oh, and it's a really bad throw. That should have been a wicket. That was pretty ordinary for Pakistan. Junaid Khan was getting back to the stumps, doing the right thing.
Confusion from the outset. De Villiers calls, then he says no. Davids is all the way down. Throw was a real bad one.
Goodness me. Teasing. Mohammad Hafiz at short cover.
There's a slow ball here from Junaid Khan. Yep, just pushed out the front. Toe end of the bat. Just out of reach.
Slow ball, this one's going to be out. It's out. Sadat Miles taking that catch comfortably. Davids is starting the trek back to the pavilion. Pakistan have a lot of support here at Supersport Park today. They've got there first.
beautifully bowled by Junaid Khan. Again, the slower ball, Pakistan recognising pace needs to be taken off right from the word go. David's trying to work it on the leg side, toe ends it. Ajmal takes a very, very simple.
Davids is gone. He's a dangerous player. The run rate's okay. Faf du Plessis at the wicket now. He loves playing here as well. Hasn't played too many games. He has the added responsibility of being the skipper. 2 overs gone. 20 for 1 it is. He fancies that extra cover area, does AB de Villiers.
Off the toe end of the bat. Easy catch.
Just a lovely illustration that from our ultra motion camera, how he was outfoxed by the lack of pace, threw the shot too early. Big smiles from the Pakistan players and also their supporters. Whipped it away for 4. There's no margin of error when you bowl into AB.
Another quality stroke. The beautiful thing about this is how he just helps it on its way. He doesn't try and hit it too hard. He recognises that fine leg is up in the circle. He just pivots on that back foot of his, turns it around the corner for 4.
So his average HD in the Test series, 88. And some going. He was saying to our KFC mini cricket ambassador, Jasmine kissed him before this game, that he hasn't batted the top for South Africa for some time in T20s, but really looking forward to the opportunity.
And I like it. Give him a run there. I tell you what, he'll win South Africa some games.
Squeezed that away. It wasn't there for a while, but it's raced away for another boundary. This is going to be a big over.
Squeeze this away. Mohamed Irfan deciding to go full. De Villiers gives himself room outside leg stump and stretches well enough to get it past backward point. Outfield is like grease lightning.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are in the batsman's favour today. Track is good, outfield is fast, ball's coming on. Bowlers have to experiment as much as possible. What about that? What about that? That was spectacular from AB de Villiers.
I'm lost for words. I really am. Not only is that a good shot, it's brave. Irfan bowls the ball at 140 kilometres an hour, and how about that for a catch?
Well done, young man. Chop that into the ground. No run to finish the over. 14 from it, though. 34 for 1. Big over for South Africa. Congratulations.
I'm not sure the man in yellow should be taking the accolades. He did very little. The man in white took a spectacular catch. A full dive at deep fine leg.
So where are we now? AB de Villiers, 24 runs off just a dozen balls. Look back at the match summary. Pakistan won the toss. They elected to bat first. 195 for 7. Should have certainly got 210. Hafiz was outstanding. 86 off 51 balls. Junaid Khan now. He's going to have to re-bowl that one. They've been a bit tight on these wide calls today.
Oh, I'll tell you what, this is really tight because Faf du Plessis, well, you know he likes to walk about the crease. He does it in test matches. He gives himself room outside leg stump.
Yeah, not sure that should have been called. I think that's the third one today, which I haven't agreed with.